Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to the CREST conformational sampling tutorial series. So in the last video, we learned how to install CREST and xTB on your computer. And today we are going to learn about how to work with CREST and xTB and do your conformational analysis, etc. So first thing is if you go to CREST conformational sampling tool, they advise that it's usually wise to pre-optimize your input structure with xTB at the same level on which conformational search shall be conducted. So first we're going to learn how to optimize your structure using xTB. For that, if you come to just CREST main website and then documentation and then input file documentation, you see instructions about the input file. So basically, you have to give it a structure in XYZ format and an input file in tmol format. So that makes things much easier for you. And how will you get an XYZ structure? That's really easy. Here is the XYZ format. I have told it previously in some other video as well. So basically, it has the number of atoms and then a title line, which can be anything, and then XYZ coordinates. That's it. So this is the format of an XYZ file. You can convert any log file or Orca file to XYZ using different software tools, or you can simply make a GJF file from Gauss view and then delete the extra things and put number of atoms in a title and then keep the coordinates. So that way can also work. And I do have a script on GitHub that can be used for this purpose to extract optimized molecule from Gaussian or Orca files. So I'll give this link in the description, and if you want to download it, you can download, and there are instructions how to use the script. So now, without wasting any time, we'll come back to the topic and we'll create an input.tmol file. So we have the structure, this struct.xyz file, and in input.tmol file, basically I have copied this whole thing. So here it tells the CREST that this is your input structure. I'll just replace it with this, what we have. And then run type is called encopt. So here, if you come down in general settings, you will see different things like this is run type. So it has many different options. So encopt and optimize both are to optimize the input structure. So we will use encopt option, and threads is number of processors. So I have 6 on my PC. And method, we are going to use the GFN2 method, which is available here. Method, yeah, here are different methods. So we are going to use this one, which is default and a good method in this. And then UHF is the number of unpaired electrons. That is none, and there is no charge on the molecule. So we'll save this input file and the struct.xyz. And now we're going to run this command, crest struct.xyz dash input input.tmol. So these two files should be here in the folder where we are going to run. So if I do ls, I see these two files. And if I write that command and press enter, it is running. So there is one thing that this page didn't tell probably, is that CREST is printing all the output to the screen. So when it ends, I'll let you know there is a method. Like if you want to save this whole output to a file, you can simply specify a file with a greater sign and file name .out or something, and it will save all this thing to that file instead of printing it to the screen all the time. So that way you will you will have a copy of whatever it has done in your folder. So I'll pause the video now to tell you to until it finishes the calculation, and then I'll resume once it's finished, and then we'll move forward from there. And finally, we have the optimized structures. It took quite a while, actually. It took 11 minutes. So this is now finished, and you can see that it has generated various files. And here is CREST best, which it thinks is the best geometry after optimization. So basically, uh, I cannot understand one thing in CREST, that we set it just to optimize structure according to the instructions, but it actually gave you the conformers file as well and rotamers, which it gives after conformational analysis. But because the instructions said it's optimizing, so we'll do the conformational sampling now, because we didn't specify the solvent as well, previously. So what we will do is we will take this CREST best structure and make a new folder, conformational analysis, and paste it here. So I will then rename it to struct.xyz, and just to keep it similar to the website. Otherwise, no need. I mean, you can use anything, whatever you want. And now this structure has XYZ coordinates. And if you come to the examples and conformational sampling, it tells you a standard conformational search. And command for that is crest structure.xyz. And this is the method. And it uses this solvation tool and number of processors. So we will just copy it. I'll just clear it and paste it. But now I will tell you, so I will increase it to 6. And then I will tell you, we don't want to print the whole thing to the screen. So I will just redirect it with this sign to, I'll make struct dot out. So I'll generate this file and redirect all the output of this command to this file, which will be saved here. So you will see it as I run. So now I'll press enter. So it has started working on it, and it will generate files here soon. I just forgot that I didn't actually start it in this folder. Instead, I started in the wrong folder. Sorry about that. So now we are in the correct folder like this, and we'll start again. And you'll see that the file started being generated, and this struct.out file will have all the output as it was showing on the screen. So yeah, so now we will wait for this calculation to finish, and then I'll resume the video to show you further. So now the conformational analysis is finished, and if we open the CREST best, it shows you the best structure. And then if you open the CREST conformers, this is JMOL, you can simply see all the conformers in this file. And if you click this one, you can see that this whole potential energy surface was mapped probably during this sorting of conformers. And now what we need to do is we need to sort these structures with reference to the energy, and remove the duplicates. So for this, you have a program in CREST called cregen. So if you write this command crest dash dash cregen and then crest rotamers. So basically crest rotamers is the structure, that is the file that has all the structures that were like sorted during this conformational sampling, and it has all of them in it. So what we need to do is we need to use cregen to sort them according to the energies, and then also produce a file with duplicates removed. So it will check the structures for possible duplicates, and and then produce a file with duplicates removed. So this command is done. I pressed enter. Now you see it has produced different files. One is CREST rotamers sorted, and then it has produced a file called CREST ensemble. So CREST ensemble is basically the file that contains all the unique conformer structures. So the next step now is to have this file taken and separate all these structures into different files, and then you can run them on DFT and for different properties, etc. So at the moment, your conformational analysis is done. You got the files. So I'll finish this video because it's already gone long. And in next video, I will tell you how to take this file, and I have certain Python scripts. How can you use those scripts to separate these structures and then make input files for your Gaussian and submit them? Or if you use Orca, you can make input files for Orca and you can submit those structures for further calculations, optimization, and then you can do all the analysis and everything. So that was all about CREST, and I hope you would have liked the video. And this concept is clear to you now of conformational sampling using the CREST. And if you have any questions, then you can post them in the comments section, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And see the next video for seeing the scripts and how to move forward from here. Thank you very much. Bye bye.